Hello everyone, I'm back again. Yay, it's 11 o'clock. Just refreshing my page so I can see my video and comments and make sure it is all on screen. Waiting for it to show up. So if you're here, jump on, say hello. You don't get to see my face today, unfortunately, because I'm not feeling that great. So I haven't done the hair, haven't done the makeup, you know. Hello Leonie, nice to have you here. Okay, I can see myself now. Yes, we have Leonie, Margaret. Nice to have you here. Sorry, just having a drink. Really thirsty today too. It's not good. Alright. So you know how every time I go online and do a Facebook Live and always boast about how beautiful the weather is here in Brisbane? I knew that would come back to haunt me because it's raining today. But anyway, great crafting weather. Hi Narelle, nice to have you here. So yeah, great crafting weather. So I'm spending the day in my craft room because what else can you do when it's raining? It's all grey and overcast, and that's the best weather to craft in, I found. Well, that's my excuse anyway for hiding away in my little hole here. Anyway, today I thought I'd create some cards. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just thought, let's use the Delightfully Detailed suite, because I was cutting apart some of the sheets last night and went, oh, they are just so gorgeous. Now, when I think Delightfully Detailed, I think of this fancy laser cut paper. I don't even know if you can see that. That's probably off camera, isn't it? Here we go. All right, the laser cut paper is absolutely stunning, and that's what I think about when I think Delightfully Detailed. But there's more in this suite, obviously. There's a beautiful stamp set, Funky Punch, and there's Memories and More cards, and already pre-printed note cards with envelopes. So I thought I'd just grab everything out that I have from the suite and let's just make some cards together. Now the paper, right, so that's what I'm using. Let me just move this aside because I don't have enough room with that there. Alright, so this is the laser cut paper, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I have shown it before on a video, but you may not have seen that. So it comes in 12 by 12 sheets, very vanilla on one side and Whisper White on the other side. Oops. So really, really beautiful. And I was cutting them apart, this sheet apart last night, and couldn't get over just how nice they were. So I thought, let's do some cards with these. Now I'm keeping these because they are quite fragile and will easily tear if they get caught on anything. Oh, Narelle, have you got sunshine there? That's not very nice. Where's Serena in... Is that Queensland? I think it is, isn't it? That must be North Queensland, because down here in Brisbane it's grey, gloomy and rainy. Not exactly what I'd say cold, but... Alright, so this paper will get caught. These beautiful vines will get caught on things. So I'm keeping mine in one of our clear envelopes. I just cut a few sheets apart so they're easy to access, and just keeping them in a clear envelope so they won't get matted and torn up. Alright, so that's that sheet. You get, I think it's 4 of each pattern. Alright, so this one, oops, another sheet of tissue paper. And I love how there's tissue paper in between. You'd need that or they get in a big mess. And you know what? I have brilliant ideas to use this tissue paper. So when you get this pack, don't throw that tissue paper away, because in a week or so I might have a great idea that you're going to want to keep it and use it. So this is a really, really beautiful die cut piece. It's just amazing. You can cut this up and use the individual flowers, or if you were on my blog or on my page earlier this week, I think it was, I did a scrapbook page and I had this as background. So I just did a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock and then glued this on top and then put other things on top of it, and it just made the page pop, like it just gave so much depth. Oh, just south of Mackay. Oh, okay. My brother used to live in Mackay. I've never been there. I might have when I was little. We used to travel everywhere, but I don't remember it. It's gloomy down here in Brizzy. Right, so that's the detail paper. So I've got some borders left from when I cut out the little pieces there. So let me just move this aside. I need to move, do I, Leonie? I did just move. I'm not moving again. Too much effort. Oh my goodness. Right, so these are the Delightfully Detailed note cards and envelopes. I haven't even opened mine yet. I've had them a month or more, so I haven't even opened them. Oh no, they don't want to get used. Look at that, they don't want to open. Oh, the pressure, doing it live. Oh my goodness. You watch me slip with a knife. Hi Linda, nice to have you here. Cool and sunny in Western Sydney. Oh, see, I knew boasting about Brisbane, Queensland's gorgeous weather would come and bite me in the bum. Right, these are the note cards. So I didn't even look at how many you get. Those things don't interest me. I just like it, so I buy it. I don't care how many there is. Okay, there's 20. Oh, that's a cool amount, isn't it? So you get the envelopes, very vanilla. All right. So there's the envelopes and the note cards. You've got mint macaron. All right, so there's 5 of each one. Another mint macaron, ombre type of look there. First one was like a watercolor wash. Then we move on to, don't turn them around. All right, a watercolor wash with Blackberry Bliss. And then this one, another watercolor wash type of thing with Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to use these with my overlays over the top. So let's get crafting. And I'm going to use the stamp set. So let's just pick out one of these. We'll go with the first lacy one. And let's do that over this one. All right. Oh, you only opened yours on Tuesday, Leonie. Oh, I don't feel so bad then. What's today? Thursday. Alright, so let's put some sentiments on the front. Who wants to pick a sentiment? How about you just comment with your favourite sentiment, and I'll just add them to each card as we go along. So there's let's celebrate. Life is sweeter with friends like you. Happy birthday. I love you and thank you. So many of my smiles begin with you. Sorry, I just need a drink. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to grab some very vanilla cardstock for our sentiments and the oval framelits, because if someone chooses that bottom one, I'm going to need my oval framelits for that. Got them out, ready to go. We got any sentiments yet? Sorry, I might have missed some comments. Let me scroll back. I like the sweeter one. Life is sweeter with friends like you. Alright, well, we'll do that one first. Alrighty, so we'll just get a bit of cardstock. Now I haven't opened these. First time I haven't, well I have, I've used one, sorry, but that's it. I haven't used any of the others. Leave that there so you can pick some more sentiments. Don't look at the state of my blocks. They are really, really dirty. And I still haven't gotten around to cleaning them. Alrighty, so always with my sentiments, I stamp to make sure I have it the right way up. I stamp on scrap paper first and that it's straight, and know that's going up a little bit on that side. So we stamp our sentiment. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use the punch with this once I cut it out to make the border a little bit different. You want to hope I did that straight, hey? No, I don't think it is straight. Let's just trim this a little bit. Alright, now am I off camera? I bet I am. Oh, that's so naughty, Narelle. Hello, Ray. Nice to have you here. Alright, now, you know what I've done? I said I was going to use this, but I reckon that I might eat into that design. Oh, let's give it a go and see, hey? Fingers crossed. I'm just going to do this upside down so I get it lined up. Probably not how you meant to use the punch, hey? Fingers crossed. Are you ready? This is like living dangerously for me. Nothing planned, just going with the flow, and oh, look at that. Oh, I nearly ate the sentiment, didn't I? Alright, well, let's do this corner just so I don't have too much on there and eat too much of the greeting away. Right, that's going to move. Let's pop it in this way. You ready? Fingers crossed. Not my favourite piece of work I've ever done. But I'm hoping that this lattice is going to detract from it. Yeah, it will. Yay! Right, I don't even know if I have any ribbon. I was going to use the white ribbon. This one, but I don't like white and vanilla together, so I don't know what to use now. And I don't have any Blackberry Bliss. I only have some twine and mint macaron twine. So I've got those that are part of the Sweet with the Trees in it, Rooted in Nature stamp set. I'm looking for some other ribbon that might go with it, and I'm out of luck. I need to stock up on my ribbons. It's a really poor selection I have there. Right, so let's glue this down first of all, then we'll worry about the ribbon. So just a little bit of glue on the back. You don't need a lot, so I tend to just put it in where the thick pieces are, and see, only a squidge. And yes, that's a technical term, a squidge. All the way around. Oops, don't want to get my sentiment on there. Oops. Oh. Just the odd leaf. Just randomly to hold them down. I'm not looking at comments. I'm so sorry. Lucia, no, I actually use my trimmer to cut down these papers, and I will, after I've made this card, I'll cut up another sheet and I'll show you how I did it. It's not hard, you just have to be really patient and go slow. And I tend to be a quick crafter, so for me going slow is a challenge. Alright, so we have glue on the back of this and fits perfectly on this card if I can get it lined up. Stuck to my fingers. No, come off. Alright, there we go. How cool is that? Just like that. That is beautiful. Right, so now we have our sentiment. And I need something on there, don't I? So let's just lay a few pieces of twine under that sentiment. Now I can't get the twine bag open. Goodness me. See, I'm not on top of it today. Not on top of my game at all. Felt like going back to bed earlier. Maybe I should have. Should I just loop some of this at the back, or is that too much? Should I use a different colour? Oh, there's an idea. Who reckons I should use a different colour, and which one? Let me just see. Get this sort of monochromish, sort of. And a few loops. Let's see what this is going to look like. Do we like that, or should I use another colour? Looks good so far. Thank you, Narelle. Pick a colour, Narelle. What colour? Blackberry Bliss. What's that called? Crumb cake, mint macaron, and Calypso Coral, I think. What colour should I do the twine? And if you're watching the beige on Linda, okay, if you're watching live and you are an Australian resident and you're not a demonstrator, then when you comment, like, or share my video, you'll go into the draw for a prize. Everyone loves freebies, don't they? So let's get some freebies out there. So comment, like, and share. Do you reckon? Alright, we'll go with that one because that's what Linda suggested. So let's go with the beige. Right, easy way I do this. And sorry, I'm going to use a product that has retired. But you could use tape as well. I do just use Fast Fuse or tape. And I just put the adhesive on the back, and then I just let the twine or cord or whatever it is I'm using do its own thing. So it wants to loop that way. There we go. Now to sit that on the card, I'm going to use dimensionals. Let me just get a new packet out because I only have bits and bobs in that one. We use coral on the next one, Margaret. I just saw that you've put coral up, so we'll do that on the next one. First, I'm going to show everyone how to cut up those detailed paper. And maybe one in the middle. Just maybe two in the middle. There we go. Sorry, I keep wanting to pull it right down in front of me because that's where I'm used to working. So if I go off camera, please yell at me. There we go. There's one card done. Oh, how sweet is that? Is that crooked? Oh, man. Why do I always do things crooked? No, I'm not going to be able to save that because that is going to lift up. Alright, so who's got a crooked eye and wants this card? Because I will send you this card because I put that sentiment on crooked. Hello, Nicole. Nice to have you here. You still in hospital? I hope you're not getting stressed out with having to be in hospital. And I hope the tests, if you had any tests, hope they're going well. Thank you, Ray. Alright, there's one card. Now, before I make the next one, I'm going to show everyone how to cut up this paper. So, let me grab a sheet. Oh my goodness, wait. I am all fingers and thumbs today. Far out. Right, so that is die cut sheet. These are the individual panels that I'm going to be using today. To cut them up, first thing I did was chop off, alright, I don't know if you can see that. First thing I did was chop off these borders down here. So just stick it in the trimmer. And then I sort of left a border, or like a gap between. So I sort of cut halfway between where that one finishes and the edge of that. And that'll be like the border around these ones. So when you're happy with its placement, oh, oops, wait, my cutter's in the wrong spot. Right, I hold it down, make sure it doesn't move, and I slowly cut it. Normally I go up really fast, but with this I thought, no, I need to be a little bit more delicate. Then I simply just run up the middle of each of them and sort of just line it up so it's in the middle of the two, and then that'll be like your border around each panel. Okay, so there's one row. So imagine the amount of cards you could get out of this one pack. Amazing, because there's like 4 sheets or something of this sheet, and each of these has 6 panels plus the borders. That's a lot. Alright, so then I don't do anything. I leave the borders like that. I don't do anything with them until I'm ready to use them. I just go, I'll put them aside. Nicole, you're hooked up to Dolly having a sodium infusion. Oh, is Dolly keeping you company? Good conversation with Dolly, are you having? Alright, sorry. I'm off camera. I know I am. I'm so bad at that. Here we go. And then I just cut, wrong blade. There we go. Each of them into a panel like that. And that's as easy as it is to cut this sheet of beautiful, beautiful die cut panels. That's it. Done. And then, like I said before, I don't know if you were around, Lucia, when I did that, but I keep them in one of our clear envelopes just so they don't get all torn up, they don't get caught on each other if I'm pulling other sheets out of the pack. See there, I just lifted that one because I wasn't doing it very carefully, putting them back in there. And that's just how I store them in with the others in the pack. So really simple, really easy. All right, let's do a, oh, see them all sticking together. Oh, this is really bad stuff for me to play with because I'm not very careful. I'm a bit bull to gate, as my dad used to say. But I'm just so excited, I want to play with it all, so that's my excuse. All right, let's do the lattice one now. Actually, no, I won't, because I want to do flowers on that one, and I'm not going to bore you all with doing flowers now. Let's use that one and this one. Alright, let's do everything but the lattice one, because I want to take a little bit more time on the lattice one. I got a really cool idea with that, so I'll come back with that one later. I think I need to pull them all out, lay it on top, and then put them in, and then I won't get into a mess. Alright, there we go. So now, this one will be really simple and easy because all I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment in the middle of that. So let's grab another one of our cards that of course I've put out of reach. If you're just joining me, thank you for joining. If you are in Australia and you're not a demonstrator, if you comment on my video, like it and or share it, then you will go into the draw for a little prize. So which one did I just use? That one. All right, I've used that one. Let's use another one. Alright, this one, not for this card. Let's go mint macaron maybe. Because I want to stamp directly onto here, so I don't want anything that's like too dark. Oh, that one. Let's use that one. Okay. Right. These little cards are so cute, so quick and easy. All I'm going to do with this one is not glue that on yet because I want to wrap some twine around it. But I'm just going to stamp this sentiment in there because it's an oval, so it makes sense, hey? Don't you think? Yes and no, I don't do stickers a lot on my stamps, so sorry. That's just me. I never have. It's like, I don't know, unnecessary for me. I'm so bad, aren't I? But it works. And this is going to be very dangerous doing it straight on here because there's no room for error if I stuff it up. Now I've said that, what's going to happen? It's not going to stamp right, is it? No. I can't even get the ink pad open. Oh, there we go. Alright, but I'm going to do a test stamp anyway, just to make sure. So, ink it up, mint macaron this time. I should do a test stamp. That's even crooked on the block. Can you see the state of my blocks? Oh, man. I need to stand up for this. Because if I stamped it just like that with my block, it's crooked. See? So let's straighten it up before I go any further. Is that better? Still looks crooked to me. Man. Alright, let's try this one. Oops. Yeah, it's a bit better. Right, fingers crossed it doesn't turn out like that. Otherwise, I'll have to ditch it and start again. Does everyone have their fingers and everything crossed? Here we go. Alright, I'm going to live dangerously here. Should I put this on so I get it in the middle? Or just pray that it's going to be right? Ready? I'm not ready. This is nerve-wracking. No. Alright, everyone got everything crossed? Hang on. I'll make sure I got the stamp up the right way. Are you ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Here we go. Da. Is that? No. Far out. I thought there was ink on my block then. So I'm going to end up with this big green smudge. Here we go. Alright, just do it, Narelle. Oh, that was just the thing that moved. Yay. Oh my goodness, are we ready? I'm not. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh my gosh, my mint macaron ink pad is really, really hard. Oh, I need to use that lots to get that loosened up. Alright, we survived. Now, let's put some, what's it need? It needs some twine, do you think? What colour? Here we go. Choose your colour. I've already used the crumb cake. Do we go mint macaron, coral, or blackberry bliss? I can't talk today. Blackberry bliss, that was meant to say. Which one? Because I'm going to wrap it around the bottom here and tie a bow, or attempt to tie a bow. I'm not a bow tire. So mint macaron. Could say coral, or like that. That's pretty. Or blackberry bliss. That is such a hard word for me to say today. Which one? First person who tells me a colour, I shall use that colour. Coral. Alright, Margaret. Coral. Oh, that's right. Didn't I say a little while ago you picked something I was going to use that? See, how bad is my attention span? Pretty bad. Right, going to... Should I? No, I'm not. I'm going to do... Let's try. I am the world's worst bow tire, so I'm not sure this is actually going to achieve what I want. No, I'm going to have to. I'm glad you're all here, so I don't feel so bad talking to myself. I can't wrap it around from the back to the front because you'll see it through the oval, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is dig out my tape. I'm actually going to tape it to the back and wrap it around the front, so it's only going to be taped on the sides. So I'm just going to tape it because then you won't see it, and I can put it up a little bit higher. I shall trim that bit. This is really delicate, this paper, so I think if I was to try and tie it around, it would probably tear because it's really light. And then we just stick this one down. Right. And then it doesn't matter about my bow tying expertise, because I'm just going to tie one and glue it to the front. This one, we might put a few of these on there too, because that's the other thing from this week I haven't shown you yet. The faceted dots, they're so cool. And they've got the same colours, the coral, the mint macaron, and I think they're black. They don't look blackberry bliss. They could be really dark blackberry bliss. That's a horrible word for me to say today. Look at that. That was a shocker of a bow. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm just going to stick our bow on now, and I'll show you a little secret I have for sticking on my bows. I don't fuss around with glue. I get a glue dot and my pokey tool, which is my paper piercing tool, but I get my pokey tool, that's what I call it, and I just fold the glue dot over on itself, and then again, so I get like a little ball of a glue dot, and then I stick that to the back of my bow, just like that. Make sure you can't see it from the front, and then I simply just stick my bow to my project. So none of this fussing with getting glue on your fingers, waiting for the glue to dry. It's pretty well instant. Okay, so now we're going to glue that on. I would normally use dimensionals on this, something like this, but because this is really thin along here and the paper is really fine, I don't want the risk of it getting caught and torn. So it'll just be a little bit lumpy down here where the twine is, because it is quite thick twine, but I'm sure that it won't be too bad. So has anyone thought about the other sentiment? Another sentiment we can use? I'll bring the stamp set back. Here it is. So let's celebrate Life is Sweet, we've already used that one. Happy Birthday, I Love You, Thank You, and we've used this one. So out of those four there, choose one and we'll use that on the next card. And did you know, like, this is a product suite in the catalogue, and we have something like 14 product suites or 12 product suites. You'd think I'd know my numbers, wouldn't you? There's lots of gorgeous, gorgeous product suites in there. And I love the product suites because it all just coordinates. You don't have to worry about matching anything and trying to work out what will go with what. It's just all coordinating and gorgeous. Stampin' Up! Make it so easy. There we have another card. Cool. So this is really quick and easy. I love this detailed paper. Look at that. That is really pretty. So there's two. Do you want to make another one? If someone gives me a sentiment, then out of these I'll make one more. I can keep going all day. It depends if people want to keep watching, that's all. Right, what about this one? Right, so now I have another decision for you all. Alright, so I'll move those two out of the way. Someone choose a sentiment. And these are the overlays I have left. Choose an overlay and a sentiment, and then we'll make that card. Let's Celebrate. Okay, we're going to use Let's Celebrate. What overlay, Narelle? Which one do you want to use? The left one, the middle one, or the right one? Oh, I don't even have any jewelry on today. Oh my, I've got ink on me. Oh no. No jewelry or anything on today. I just, not with it. Must be the weather. I don't know. I'll blame the weather. Okay, what overlay? Narelle, are you still there? Click, which overlay? I'll have to eeny, meeny, miny, mo if she doesn't respond in a second. The middle one. Okay, cool. Done. Alright, Mint Macaron or Blackberry Bliss. I know, so many questions for you. So many decisions. Alright, so Mint Macaron or Blackberry Bliss. It'll be that one or that one. I'm just going to have another drink. Oh, I'm so thirsty today. And if you watched yesterday's live and I mentioned about doing like a crafty evening or weekend or something, I have put on that Facebook Live a link to my craft sharing group. So if you want to hop on and join that, and then I can set up some fun activities in there. Blackberry Bliss or Mint Macaron? Pressure, Narelle. The pressure's on. Let me see what it looks like on each one. Blackberry Bliss. I'm thinking Mint Macaron because that tends to lean itself to a landscape card, the way it's got the wash on there. So I have chosen Mint Macaron. Oh, that is so pretty. Wow. Alright, so and you know I forgot to do on the last one, put some of the things on. Let me bring it back. When am I done with it? Here it is. Let's put a couple of these on. Now I'll put a few coral ones on, I think, so that it matches the twine we've got on there. Again, I find it easy just, oh, these come off. Use my pokey tool to lift them up. Oops. On there. Oh no, where'd you going? Come back, little thing. I don't know. I struggle sometimes with placing things like this. No idea why. I know it should be the rule of thirds, but sometimes it just looks odd wherever I put them. That'll do. Alright, those three are on there. So that just adds a little something to that card. I'm not sure if it's enhanced it or not. Alright, I'm not going to fuss anymore. Back to this one. We are going to stick that on there. So you don't need a lot of glue, like I said before, as if my glue will come out. I tend to just put it around the edges, some key places. I think I might need a new glue. This one's starting to not want to play. You know, it would have been really cool if Stampin' had made these with an adhesive back. That would have been good. Okay, so straight over the top. So if you're wondering what cards I'm using, they are the ones from the suite, the Delightfully Detailed. Let me get the pack out again. Alright, they are the Delightfully Detailed note cards and envelopes, and you get 20 in the pack, 4 different designs, 5 of each. And they're not expensive, they are expensive. I can't talk. Really, really reasonable and designed perfectly for these die cuts to go on the top of them. Sweet, easy, simple cards. Alright, so let's celebrate. That's this one. And there's so much you can do with this stamp set. If you don't get the detailed paper, because it's not your thing, there's a lot you can do with the stamp set. Heaps and heaps of things. Alright, so let's get some very vanilla cardstock. Stamp our sentiment in Mint Macaron, which I've lost the ink pad. Oh, there it is. So thank you everyone who's still here and watching. I've got cat hair on my ink pad. Oh my gosh, that cat gets everywhere. Rightio. I think this will fit straight across this piece. Look at that. Oh, I have to trim. Oh, I like that idea. Beautiful. Okay, so we shall just chop that off. I'm going to have to cut there now because that blade fell down and made a hole. Oh no. Oh, never mind. So, I want to do, oh no, it lifted. I may have to put a little bit of glue under there. I want to do a little Mint Macaron tails, so bear with me because I'm just going to get the Mint Macaron cardstock. If I had some thick Mint Macaron or very vanilla ribbon to put down there, I would do that, but I don't. So I'm just going to make a little tail banner thing. I'm not measuring it, I'm just going, yeah, that looks about right, that'll do. Alright, and now to cut my tail into it, I work out roughly where the middle is, so it's just over 1 inch. So I don't always mark it, but I will today. So I work in inches. So I'm lining that up. That's sort of the middle there. So let's just mark that, okay? Let's cut straight in the middle. Oh look, I'm getting into a mess today. Look at that. There's more ink on my thumb. Oh, hurry up. Then, straight from the corner across to the top of where you have just cut. And then you'll have an even little tail on your banner. Alright, and now I'm going to just pop that behind there. Obviously I need a new blade in my trimmer, getting furry edges. Now, geez, stay still. I'm going to add a bow up there, and this time I'm going to keep it. The pathology guy was watching too. He said the lace frames look nice. Oh, Nicole, that's really cool. Does that pathology guy have a girlfriend, a mother, or a sister who likes to craft? Because I can send them a catalogue. Did you ask? If he comes back, you need to ask him. Ask all the nurses for me. That'd be really cool. I'm just going to put a bow up here. I just have a phone call, Narelle. Oh, I'm sorry. And you didn't get to answer. Ah, how inconvenient someone calls you. That's a bit rude. Don't they know this is more important? Look, what is going on with my bows today? And Linda's still here. That's good. So I haven't bored you all yet. Totally. You're still hanging on there. I never know what time it is. How long have we been going? Nearly an hour. Wow, I need to maybe get off and let you guys go do something else. Alrighty. Okay. Right, a sort of bow. I'm going to pop up there. Do you think that's an ugly bow, isn't it? It's really thick. Maybe it's this twine. Just makes a really thick middle. That could be my problem. No, I think the problem is just me. Oh, dear. Yes, he was. What, rude? Oh, that's not nice. I hope it wasn't someone you knew. It wasn't a call center, was it? Oh, they're a pain. Right, that will do. I'm not happy with that bow at all. Sorry to bore you guys. Bronwyn, you're cutting yours up as you're watching. What your what's it called? Delightfully detailed, delicate. I don't even know the name of it. See, this rain has gone to my brain. The detailed die cut lace paper thing I've used. Oh, geez. You know what? You're prepping dinner while you're watching. Making dinner prep so much more fun. What's for dinner, Lucia? I got chicken out today. Singapore noodles, I think, with chicken we will have tonight. Last night was a barbie. We finally got our barbecue that we've had for 4 months hooked up to the natural gas supply rather than the bottles, because it won't get used if we run out of gas in a bottle. We know we won't get a new bottle to barbecue again, so we got it hooked up to natural gas. Cost a fortune, very expensive barbecue, I tell you. But yeah, so we got it hooked up yesterday, day before yesterday. The plumber came and finished off the job, so now we got a barbie. Yay! Salmon parcels will marinate in the fridge for the oven. They sound interesting. Salmon parcels. I'm not a real seafood lover, but they sound pretty cool. You'll have to tell me what's in them. I might have to try them. Always looking for something different to cook. I don't even know what I was saying now. But anyway, we'll get sidetracked with other stuff. I'm glad I'm being entertainment to someone. Okay, that will, I'm sure, look pretty when it's done. I'm just not happy with that bow, so I need to get over it and move on. Let's glue down our tail. Yeah, about there. See, I'm not a measurer. I don't even know if that's in the middle. I don't really care. It looks pretty good. You're going out tonight, Narelle. Oh, what's the occasion? That sounds interesting. So you don't know what you're having for dinner. Oh. Does anyone like me get bored of like cooking the evening meal every night? I don't mind cooking if it's something different. But when it comes to the evening meal, it's just like, oh, I'm over it. I'm going to put this on dimensionals. I just want sometimes someone else to cook. So I don't even have to think about it. I just get cold when it's ready. Go and eat it. That'd be so nice. Ruth has joined us. Hello, Ruth. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. So for the people who joined recently, if you are an Australian resident and you live here in Australia, you don't have to be naturalised Australian, obviously, and you're not a demonstrator, when you comment, like and share my video while it's live, you go into the draw for a prize. So I think Nicole won yesterday's live video. Glyn won the day before's. So, and all the prizes are waiting to be mailed out. Oops. Alright, so I'm just going to stick that bow at the top. There we go. Right, should I do one more? I don't want to go over the hour mark, but I'm getting really close to the hour. I can't believe I've been waffling on that long. Here we go. I might put some pearls on there. Let me see if I have them. Hang on. Hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Yes, you hate cooking? Yeah, it's the humdrum of the daily cooking thing. It just drives me insane. And coming up with different ideas, like what should we eat? And the kids are always like, what's for dinner? And you tell them and they screw their nose up. Oh, you come up with some ideas. But then they do, and it's like, McDonald's? No, no, no. Alright, I'm just going to pop a few little pearls down here. One more. You should always do uneven numbers in your embellishments or accessories. So when, like, if you're putting flowers on, making flowers and putting them on, or pearls or anything, always do an uneven number. I don't know the science behind it, but that's the rule. I really like that one. That's really pretty and delicate. Alright, let's do, what's the time? 6 minutes. I'm going to do one more card in 6 minutes because I have one more card base to use. So let's use this one. And what one haven't I used? The washi. I thought I had it out. This one? That one. Okay. Let's do this one really quick. How quick can I make a card? Right. Let me stick that on. Right, here's timing me. What's the timing? Tell me how quickly I can make this card. I hope this rain doesn't go through to tomorrow. We're meant to be going out tomorrow. But if it's raining like this, where we're going is not going to be much fun. Because we'll be out in the rain all day. So, Nicole, you might be able to tell me if it's worth the visit. I've forgotten what it's called. Old Petrie Town. So we're all thinking of going tomorrow. But I don't know much about it. Actually, I don't know anything about it. I know it's some sort of like historical village thing. I think. Alright. So I've put this, oh there we go. See, when you use liquid glue you have room, wiggle room to get things right. And because I've put it down one end too far. Right, now I've adjusted it. That's fine. Rain, what's that? Oh, come to Brisbane, Bronwyn. We've got it today and I didn't want it. But anyway, say la vie. Rightio. What sentiment I'm going to use? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. No, I won't start singing. Suddenly my viewer watch will go to 0 if Narelle starts singing. I actually have a funny story about that, but anyway. My kids pick on me all the time when I sing. They go, Mum, stop, don't sing. And I always say, which is true, I used to be in a choir at school, but it was only because our year 6 teacher, Mrs. Smith, I still remember her, first day year 6, if you're in her class, she stood you up along the blackboard and you all had to sing the national anthem while she walked past, put her ear to your mouth and listened to you sing, and we're all like, what is this crazy woman doing? Anyway, you were actually unintentionally auditioning for the school choir because she was the choir mistress, whatever. Oh dear. So anyway, I got picked to be in the choir. I think 3/4 of the class got picked to be in the choir, whether they could sing or not. Alright, with this one, I want to do the edges with a punch. So I'm going to hope this is straight. Yeah, so everyone in the class just about ended up in the choir. But we got to sing at the Opera House, which was really cool. Some big school thing that was on. Lots of schools, primary schools in Sydney, performed at the Opera House. I can't close this in bed, that's tough. There we go. Yeah, so I always tell my kids, but I was in the choir, and they just laugh at me. Okay, that's not nice. Alright, let's punch the border of this. And we'll just throw the corners of this and we'll see what happens. Now I'll put that in when the ink's still wet. So who knows what that sentiment's going to look like. Oh, that's okay. Let's do every corner because I'm a rebel. Oh, that's cool. And I'm going to go over the time on this card because I just thought of something else that I want to do. Maybe I shouldn't. Alright, there we go. So what I thought I wanted to do is lift these to make them more prominent. So I'm going to put a bit of Blackberry Bliss under them. So mind my squeaky chair as I get up and try and find my Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And I'll probably fade it away into the distance. Alright, now if only I could find my ruler, I'd be able to measure that, but let's use our grid paper instead. So we have, it is roughly 2 3/4 by, what's that, 2 1/4. So let's go with that, 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. And that might fit in that little bit, you know. Oops. What did I say? 2 3/4, roughly, thereabouts. By 2 1/4. Am I going to fit that in there? Yes, look at that. Alright. Now, hopefully, I don't need to fiddle around with this too much and it will actually, oops, fit. Now I've lost the, here we go. I just want to back that on there. Is it all going to fit? Oh, look at that. It's like it was made for it. It's a little bit wide. So we shall trim a margin off. And you watch me get it wrong. Got to go meet a friend for lunch. Okay, Lucy, thank you for watching anyway. Have a beautiful lunch. Right. This might work now. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Now, let's just be quick and glue in the middle. And there we have, let's make sure, there we go. You can't see any of that Blackberry Bliss under there. Okay, and I now want a strip of Blackberry Bliss under it. So again, we just roughly cut some. How wide does it need to be? See, I don't measure a lot of things. Yeah, about there. So I'll keep my thumb there, roughly about there. Looks good. Right, let's cut a tail in this. Like I showed you before, I've lost my scissors now. Alright, who pinched me? Scissors. You should see my desk. What a mess. Just so I got another pair. Alright, so up the middle. Oh, they're not the right ones. Oh, seriously, where'd they go? How can you lose a pair of scissors that you just used a few minutes ago? Really? That means I've lost two pairs. We had two of our paper snips and I can't find either of them. Am I blind? Oh look, did you, oh, didn't see that. They're sitting right on the table in front of me. Melissa, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Right, so I'm just going to cut this tail, either end. And then we'll be done. I can't believe I've actually been on here an hour and 3 minutes. Far out. Time goes fast when you're having fun, hey? Thank you all for sticking around. I hope you've liked my cards and I've inspired you to get this delightfully detailed product suite, or some of it. So I'm just going to stick that under there just to give it a bit of a lift. And then we have another simple, quick card. Alright, in the middle, sort of, I hope. And then I'm just going to put dimensionals on this piece in the middle. Oops, I got two off then. And is that the middle? I guess so, that'll do. Here we go. Is it crooked? Of course it is. So I always put things on crooked. Alright, there we go. And just for the sake of it, because I can, if I can find the, here they are, faceted dots. I'm going to put a couple in there. What colour? No, I'm going to use pearls actually, because I don't want to put any of those colours on there. Let's do a big one in the middle. And then these ones either side. There we go, card done. So, thank you for hanging around, for all those that are still here. Thank you, Kathy. Right, so these are the ones that we've made. There you go, 4 cards. Didn't take that long. So that's the Detailed with Love stamp set. Okay, I don't know if I can show you that there. And the Delightfully Detailed paper. Here we go. So that's all like the laser cut sheets. So thank you for hanging around. Thank you, Narelle. You love them all. Yeah, so that's it for today. It's been long enough, don't you think? I'm just going to turn this light off here because it's a bit glary on that stamp pad there. Thank you for watching. It was lots of fun. I love getting on and just crafting. So I had no idea today of what I was going to design. I just sort of went with the flow and had the products and just designed as we went. So it's really easy to do and lots of fun. So thank you so much for watching, And don't forget to comment, like and share if you're in Australia and not a demonstrator and you're going to the draw for a nice little prize. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you again soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.